First, you gotta stretch. Hello, welcome, welcome. Just looking for my assistant here. Oh, there's assistant number 1. Okay, assistant number 2, where are you? Assistant number 2. Oh, well, 1 assistant is okay. That's good enough. So get some hairs out of my face. Okie dokie, Smokey. First, we're chop, chop, chop. First, we're going to moisturize the face. I'm going to show people, it could be for entertainment or if you're really want to know how to apply easy makeup. I'm going to show you what I do. As a rule, there's no rules. There's no right or wrong way to do makeup. Just do what you feel like and what works for you. Okay? You don't have to have all the stuff, but if you have or you like, then do with what you will. Okay? First, I use this moisturizer. It's actually a men's Nivea Men sensitive skin cooling moisturizer. So I usually use a couple pumps, but there's not too much in these, but I do it more for the cooling effect. And I do it on my neck too, just to get those there. So moisturizer, check. Okay. Next, we're going to do primer. I'm going to use 2 primers. Usually, sometimes I do concealer first, but don't really matter. Usually, actually, I've just been using just a little bit of primer, but I'm going to make this one extra special. So I'm just looking for I'm a bit disorganized, but it's the ADHD life. I'm looking for my Milani poreless primer. So here it is. This is what I use if you got like pores. Hey King, welcome. If you got pores and you want to like minimize them, whatever you want to call, this one's more on the inexpensive side compared to like high-end Milani you can get at your Walmart or whatever usually. Hey. So in any area, how you doing? Any area that I have pores like that stand out with my makeup, like this is the areas I do it. Just a little bit here. Definitely on my nose. And then a little bit right here. And then on this side. Yeah. It's going to be exciting. And then right here. And then for just for extra, since we're like doing a video kind of thing, we're going to use my Quo. It's called Quo, Quo. I don't know if you get in Canada in the States, but in Canada. Anyways, not sure. Quo Beauty Golden Glow Primer. So we did moisturizer, and now we're doing primer. This stuff kind of gets all over my hands, but oh well. It does have a glowing effect, especially if you like want to get that sun-kissed glow kind of thing. So I'm just like, there's no real, you just rub it in. Just rub it in. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think this primer is getting too old because look, when it starts, I think it might be like a year old or so, if that. But apparently this primer's no good no more, but that's okay. We already did the important regions. I guess we'll put a little bit, maybe more of the no pore just in case. So this is what I've been using on the regular, the no pore zone Milani primer. Okay. Next, this is what I always do. I usually do this actually right after moisturizer, but it don't really matter. Concealer. This is a She Glam concealer from Shein online. It's very cheap and affordable, like $3 or $4. So put it on however. This is where I do concealer. Na, 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. Okay. I always at least do it under the eyes. Like, sometimes I do less makeup. Like, say if I'm going to work, I might just do it under my eyes. But after the concealer, what do you think is going to be next? So we're going to... My wifey is downstairs watching sports, but Toronto Maple Leafs don't play again until Thursday night, so. Okay. Just rub it in. There's no really trick to it other than that. You can use a beauty blender if you want, but don't. You can use your fingers as well. So, some people like to do it, especially on their eyebrows, to get like their eyebrows to stick out more because of the concealer, you know, like highlighted or whatever. I'm going as quick as I can. Okay. So after the concealer, you can do foundation, but I'm going to do powder under my eyes before it creases. I just use like a drugstore or Walmart brand powder. It's really good. It's Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder. This one's almost gone, but I just got a new one recently. So you just put some on a brush, whatever, beauty blender, brush, whatever you want to do. A little bit of powder, tap the excess off, or don't. You just, whatever you feel. So that doesn't crease. And it kind of sets the concealer so that way it's not like, for one, my concealer is too light, and then also it's just not like wet looking, you know? more blended. Okay, as you can see, I still got different color here because I didn't put nothing down there. So we'll put foundation. I have just a little bit of foundation. I have the El Makiage, and I'm going to just use this thing here, Real Techniques thing. So I'm just going to put the foundation in the areas that need to be covered or blended in, kind of thing. I do got to wash my makeup brushes, but still. So I just thought it'd be fun to show people how to do makeup, and just for fun. I was going to make it a little bit silly too. I'll try to be silly when I can. So we're just going to go like this. Just kind of blend it in, so there won't be like a, so it all looks kind of, you know, whatever the terminology, blended, or the color looks the same ish. So see, that looks better already. That should be good. See, I can see the pores. Sometimes the pore primer doesn't work 100%, but it's good enough. So we've done moisturizing, primer, concealer, foundation. Okay. Next, you could do your eyeshadow if you want. I'm just going to do a bit of contouring. So generally, you kind of just follow where your natural cheekbone is. Like, see how mine, there's a line there. And I kind of just, not going to leave it like that. I'm going to blend it in. But see, this side doesn't pop up as much as the other side, but I can see it's right here. There in the mirror there. And then, you know, down here, you know, you just kind of figure it out. Just do whatever you want. And I'll just do some hearts over here. You know, I'm going to blend this area. Stuff like that. It doesn't have to be super hard, you know. And then if you want to contour your nose a bit. Usually in the middle, do like some kind of highlight. So this contour stick is from Rihanna's line. So it's like the first product that I'm using that's more on the expensiver side. Fenty Beauty. It's in Matchstick. It's in the shade Amber 01. Oh, thanks, Oral Ollie. Welcome. So then, to blend it in, I'm going to use, doesn't really matter. You can use whatever, a sponge or brush, whatever you want to blend it in, really. So there's like a little darkish, it's a lighter color, so. So I'm also going to I have another blender thing. I haven't been into the beauty blenders lately as much. I do like them, but I need it, I'll use it. So then the next brush I want to use is like, actually, did I put it back on here? Or it might be in my makeup bag. There's just no telling sometimes. I'll find it. Come here, brushy, brushy, brushy. Oops. Come here, brushy, brushy, brushy. Where did you go? I miss you so. Where did you go, my brush? Oh, there it is on my table. All right, this is the brush I was looking for. I don't know. It's an elf one, I think, or something. See how it's like this? So it's easy to blend for like the nose area here. And it will give that kind of like contour, like shadow effect. Right? Since you've been gone, I can breathe. Oh yeah, for the first time. Okay, so nose contour. Just like that. Good enough. Kelly Clarkson is relatable. So you can use this just to make it blend, baby. Okay. Yeah, my double chin isn't covered that much, but we'll add a little bit more contour. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I was trying to make this like kind of not too long as well, because like if someone's trying to watch, they'll be like, holy fuck, it's like an hour or two or something, you know. Whatever. You can always like fast forward or rewind, right? So still that like white area here that even when I blend it, it kind of gets patchy, but you got to focus on what you like, not what you don't like, you know? I do have a darker contour as well, but the other one is like a SheGlam. It's like a liquid contour. Like I have the liquid blush. Back in the day when I had a lot of money and I used to do Shein hauls and their makeup was cheap, so I still like their concealer in that. I think this is the liquid. Yeah. I got some on my white makeup table. It's the liquid SheGlam contour. So if I wanted to like, I kind of don't want to add it in this area because it's already kind of like enough, I think. But see if I want more up here color kind of thing. It is a little bit darker. Well, it's a tiny bit darker than my Fenty. But I also like sometimes if I want it a little bit bronzer, I'll just add some bronzer as well. But yeah, just add a tiny bit. Your cheekbone. You know, just add a little bit on the nose. Just having fun. And then Hey, Michael. So how you guys all doing? Today's a quiet day. Went back to the gym today. Hadn't been since after I had the stomach flu and I was sick for like a week. And then some other things have been going on. Like some of it's work and some's like personal life stuff. But I'm not going to get too in deep with that out of respect for my partner in crime. So yeah, you can use whatever brush. It doesn't really matter. You can use your fingers. You can use a brush. You can use a beauty blender. Whatever. Like I said at the beginning, there's no rules. Okay. And then I'll just blend in. See, I've already been live for 20 minutes and I'm still doing the face stuff. But that's okay. Alrighty. I gotta blend this in here. It's a bit dark right here. Well, you kind of want the shadow effect, but alrighty. That'll be alright. So then you can do like a highlight on your nose if you want. I'm using, this is my new highlighter that I've been using. It's by ColourPop, which is affordable online. And it's in the shade Flexitarian Super Shock Highlighter Pearlized Flexitarian. So I find it doesn't work too good on the brush, so I'll just use my finger. Because I've tried that. Some people just, you can put it like at the tip of your nose and then like at the arch. Some people just don't put any in the middle. It doesn't, whatever you want to do. And just like blend it till you think, oh, okay, that's good. And then, well, usually you put the highlighter above the blush. So if I'm going to do blush, I would do highlighter about right there. And try not to, we try our best not to make the highlighter, blush, and contour like that, you know, ice cream that's Napoleon or whatever. Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. But, you know, to each their own. I just think sometimes it looks like that if it's like lines, you know. So it's about, you can really put highlighter too wherever you want. There's no really rules, but usually above the blush, we're just going to pretend there's blush in between. We might add some. We probably will. But then the problem is when you do all your face makeup and then you do your like eyeshadow and stuff, sometimes you got to redo it because like it gets kind of wiped away a little bit or whatever, you know, or you have fallout and you got to redo some stuff. So that's why usually that stuff you do last. But it doesn't really matter. You can do whatever. So for blush, we can do a really fun blush, a Sailor Moon blush by ColourPop. Has sparkles in it. I also like this newer blush that I got in the last month or two, whatever. It's a Milani blush, and it goes on. It's kind of like a baked blush. We'll use this one actually. Yeah, baked powder blush, Dulce Pink. So, like I said, most of my makeup that I've been using is affordable, most of it. So the blush goes like in between the contour and the highlight, and it's going to kind of look like that vanilla strawberry and chocolate ice cream, maybe. Who knows? But we're going to just kind of put it in the general area and see what happens. Some people actually also put blush on their nose, like in the middle. That's really giving me Napoleon vibes with the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. But anyways, so just blend. And probably some of my blush or some of my highlighter will get probably erased because usually you don't do it in this order. But usually you do highlighter after. So it's looking very rosied in that area. So generally just above your cheekbone you do the blush, like above the contour. But some people don't even put highlighter or contour, they just do blush, you know. Whatever your jam is, you do you, boo. But this isn't really looking how I wanted it to look, like this kind of stuff, but that's okay. It always works out in the end. I'm just gonna blend that. See, if I do my eyes, I'm gonna have to redo some of it, but I'm gonna put some bronzer too to blend in because I'm really seeing that Napoleon ice cream vibe. Yep. But for some reason my makeup does always look better when I do it like off camera, especially, but we're just working right now. Just wanted to have some fun and show people. So I'm gonna add some more powder under here, and I'm gonna add some bronzer over that, so maybe that will help blend it in better. Yep. So where was I? Oh yeah, bronzer. So I have this bronzer. It's by Rimmel London. It's Rimmel Radiance Brick. That's literally what it's called, Radiance Brick. So we'll grab this dudette. And we're going to try to mix it so we get rid of that Napoleon look. Napoleon ice cream look. It's getting a little bit better, but that's better than it was anyway. Oh, see, this side doesn't show it as much. Takes a lot of confidence to do makeup on camera, like especially live, I feel like. And I probably haven't done it for probably since last October or so. So it's been about 6 months. So okay. So we've done 30 minutes so far, and we've just done pretty much the face. No eyes or I know the rest. So now we're just going to do some simple eyeshadow. Let's just jump right into it. You can pick a color, any color. This is a newer palette that I got when I had money, by ColourPop, and it was cheap by the Nets. And it has like grays, black, browns, and all that. So maybe we'll do like brown to do like a more neutral color. I generally like brighter colors. Like I have this palette here that has, woo, pretty, pretty. It just looks so much more fun, you know? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's grab a brush. Generally, you can start with any color, but you can start with like a lighter color if you want, or you can start however you want. But basically, let's say we're going to start with what color? I did blue the other day to match my hair. Maybe we'll just do a neutral color. Maybe it will take less time. So let's go in this ColourPop the Nets. And let's just use brown. And we'll start with like a neutral color. And then we'll go in brown and just do like symbol blending. Simple. Oh, and there is a sparkly brown one too. Perfect. Or we can start with white actually. And I find a good tip is some, drugstore eyeshadows, they might come with like a little eyeshadow brush, but those are shit. They don't work very good. So better off buying some cheap brushes. Like I like these from Amazon. They're the Do Color, DO Color. A lot of other options too, like Elf or. So this is just a white shade in my ColourPop, and I'm just using it as a base. So yeah, like putting, your concealer kind of conceals, but it also works as eyeshadow primer, the concealer. So, okay, so there's the white. Now let's go into, we'll just skip the beige. We'll just go right to the brown, Brooklyn Bridge. Tap the brush, and an easy way to start is just to go up, kind of like if you're going to do eyeliner. And then you want to blend and kind of just blend up. Just above the eyelid, so it kind of has like a nice eyeshadow shadow effect if you want. If you don't want to go that high, you don't have to, but this is just a general my makeup easy teach. So as you can see, that's pretty actually blended. Can't even really see much brown, but then we'll just do the same on the other side. You can always just like line it. if you wanted to, and then blend it. Just like a wing. And yeah, generally order your own cheap brushes. Don't use the brush that comes with the drugstore. Like, unless you're buying those separate brushes. I'm talking about like the little tiny brushes that would come with like CoverGirl. But more difficult to use, blend with, and that. So that's how. So that's the brown. Then I'm going to go into this like. So I used white, brown, and I'm going into this like. This is like a shimmery brown. It's called Jump Shot. And this is ColourPop. They have affordable makeup. If you wanted a good makeup, that's affordable. And then, so I'm just going to go right over it with the shimmer shade. Blend in circles if you want, just like corner. That. And then I'll go into the shimmer shade. It is easier to use neutral colors, especially when you're new to makeup and that. I do find they blend easier. So this is just the shimmer shade over, it's like a shimmery light brown. So, and then it's good enough. If you wanted to do underneath your brow, like a highlight, you could. I generally do that, but you don't have to. I'd probably use like one of the sparkly, glittery colors, but I mean, it depends where you're going. Like if you're going to work or if you don't want to be too, you can put like a little bit up here if you want, like just a highlight under the brow. And then I'm just doing it very lightly, so it's not boom, boom, pow. So I have really short eyelashes, so I always curl my lashes before I put mascara. But I'm also going to put eyeliner, but I just find if I use this after the eyeliner, it'll fuck up the eyeliner. So just kind of lifts them. You can't really tell, but lifts them up a bit because mine goes straight and down, so that way they'll go up better. Okay. So for eyeliner, we're not going to do lashes. We're just going to do regular eyeliner. So they got all kinds of fun eyeliners nowadays. You can use the black basic or, colors, whatever you want. Generally, a liquid eyeliner works better for up on your lid, up here. And then like the crayon works better on your lower line, I find. So let's use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. So this is how I do it. I'm not the best at wings, but this is how I do a wing. Just like where you're right in here. Just kind of go up to start on both sides. Just kind of wing it, it's like a pun, or I don't know. Just wing it, because like you'll never get used to it if you don't start, kind of thing, So progress over perfection. Okay. So just do like a little, this is how I do it anyway. So like that. And then you can go here and then over. You don't have to do it like that, but that's just how I'm used to doing it. Like I said, I'm not a pro. Just do what feels to you. If you're not doing a wing, you would just like line how I'll show you in a minute. But basically, line as kind of smooth as you can. So, say that wasn't the best wing. It's kind of like going low. You kind of usually want it a little bit. But I could fix it a tiny bit if I wanted to. Just kind of. That's okay. But, you know, you can go put it up a bit more. So then we'll try on this side. Everyone does it differently, I'm sure. And if you're never done eyeliner before, maybe you just want to do like a line first before trying the wing. But, you know, if you want to, then do it, you know. That's how you learn, by doing. So see, my wings don't look the same, but I was just showing like basic like. So if you want a wing to stick up a bit more, I guess you could just arch it higher up. See how that's kind of lower. But you get how I showed you, like just to do a to start, and then kind of, there's other ways, obviously. You can look on YouTube, and I got some eyeliner apparently underneath. I see some black there. So that's good enough for me. Then I'm going to go to, I don't have any black crayons here. I have a gray. We'll see how this works. You can do your water line, which is here. Just don't hit your eyeball. And some people do it like a little bit lower, but just be careful. I find this eye always waters. Like, I don't know why. It's just something with this eye. But yeah, you can obviously use black or any colors. This is a gray. And the bottom part's easier, obviously, because it just is. But you gotta watch. Yeah, this eye's starting to water already. But it's a general. I actually like this look. It's more softer, but also edgy. See, my eye's watering here. And I never, you get sometimes like in the middle of your eye where you get sleep. If I get anything in there, I could get some black in there right now. It drives me bonkers. So I'm going to grab a couple Q-tips. All right, so I'm just going to get in there. Okay. That's that. Then mascara. My eyelashes aren't very long, but the mascara I've been using, because I ran out of the Bite mascara that I like better, but this is Telescopic, L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara. And I'm just gonna, there's different ways you can do mascara. They say to look down, but I sometimes poke myself. Or you can look up, and or you can just look in the mirror and do the old school style where they would say kind of like, and kind of like, you know, get the tips, and there we go. Here's a black dot. Like I said, I got shorter eyelashes, so they might not show as much as yours would. But I find when I'm not wearing eyeliner on the top, you can see them better. That's okay. I just want to cover and make sure it's black to match with the eyeliner, not like lighter color lashes sticking out. And then clean up Q-tip. In the middle there again. So I got that off. And then your lower eyelash or your lower lash line. Trying to show you guys. Okay. So that's good enough for a basic makeup look. I might just add a bit more highlighter on my nose and stuff. Ooh, that's a lot brighter. That's a Jeffree Star style. Might have not have been as funny as I wanted to be, because I was kind of like concentrating because of my ADHD and that. ADD, ADHD. I have symptoms of both. Anyways, so I'm going to spray, setting spray. I've had this for a long time. It's Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. Like I said, just use whatever. If you don't have it, it's okay. I didn't do my lips though. I think I might do a red lip since I'm wearing red. And Silk was asking me to do a red lip weeks ago, so let's just do it over here. Oh, this is a Jeffree Star red lipstick in the shade Are You Filming? I haven't worn red actually in a long, long time. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Fabulous. So that's that. It's just a basic makeup look. I hope you enjoyed watching and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Bye.